Hello everyone, this is Vijit Misra and welcome to this new series on candlestick. So in this video, we're going to discuss about the different type of candlestick that are available and how we can analyze and understand this candlestick. So remember one thing, there are basically two types of candlestick that are available. One is called as the bullish candle and another is called as the bearish candle. So as everybody aware about the meaning of bull and bear in the market, bull is basically whenever the stock price is increasing or it is in an increasing trend. So that is basically called as bull, and whenever the stock price is basically in a decreasing trend, okay, so that is basically called as bearish. So same manner, what are the candlestick we are making, or what are the candlestick basically created in that particular period when the market is basically in the bull run, so that is basically called as like bullish. And same manner, whenever the market is down and in that what are the candlestick it is getting created, so that is basically called as the bearish candle. But in future we are going to discuss in a proper manner what is the meaning of bullish candle and what is the meaning of bearish candle. So as a practice, what we do actually normally, so the green, blue and white, this color, these three colors basically represents the bull candle, and whenever the color is basically red or white, that is basically called as the bearish candle. There is no hard rule. If you want, you can follow the same or not, but the thing is that as a standard practice, the blue, green and white, whatever the candle we see, that we understand as like a bull candle or bullish candle. Same manner, if you see a candle at in the color of like red and white, black, then we consider it as a bearish candle. Okay, so now let's understand like what are the different components that are available in the candlestick. So if you see here, the candlestick is basically divided into like broadly three parts. The first part we called it as the body. You can, I'm just giving the round, I'm just rounding that one. You can see this first part is called as the body, and there is basically, you can see a upper shadow and a lower shadow. So what is happening if a candlestick we're just making, so it will look like this particular portion, wherever the opening price and the closing price is basically like existing, that part is basically called as the body part, and there is a wings, you can say, or the shadow, whatever you can say, that is basically called as the, whatever the shadow is like upper shadow, that is basically called as the upper shadow, and whatever it is in the lower shadow, that is basically called the lower shadow. So broadly there are basically, you can say, like three parts. One is body and another is like shadow, that is basically upper shadow and lower shadow. Same manner also in the candle we see like four price point in all the candles. One is basically called as the opening price, and another is basically called as the closing price, and high point on that particular period or time frame, and low point in that particular time frame. Okay, so let's understand here. Basically a bull candle we have like created here. You can see the bull candle. So what is happening actually in this bull candle, the opening price is basically 62 rupees and the closing price, whatever you are seeing, that is basically 67 rupees. So remember one thing, the 67 is always greater than the 62. So due to that, what happened, as the closing price is always greater than the opening price, so this is called as the bullish candle. Okay, this is called as the bull candle. So, and the price point, you can see there is a high point and there is also a low point. Okay, so what price point we're tracking? We're tracking like four like price point. एक तो आ गया opening आ गया, एक है closing, एक आ गया आपका low, और another is high. And why this is a bullish candle? Why this candle is basically looking like a blue candle? Because the closing, the price is 67, which is more than the opening price, that is basically 62. So due to that, it is called as bull candle. Okay, so let's understand how the bull candle is basically formed and why it is called as the bullish candle. So take the example, what is happening, a price point, basically we can say a price point we can consider like 60 rupees. This is basically the particular price point. Okay, 60 rupees. Right now what happened actually, at the 60 rupees, 20 people are thinking this is basically the best buy point, and 5 people are thinking this is basically the best sell point. Okay, so इसमें क्या हो रहा है, buy is basically, what is buy is basically, you can say, sorry, demand, and sale is basically, you can say, supply. Okay, so here what is happening, your demand is greater than supply, that means 20 is greater than 5. In such a case, what will happen actually, the price will increase because demand is basically 20, people will want like 20 shares, but in the market we have only 5 shares that are available. Okay, so let's understand how the price will move. Take the example, in this case, as the demand is more than supply, what will happen actually, the price will move upward direction because 20 people will place the order, but actually 5 people are willing to sell the like share. Due to that, what the price will increase. At what we are assuming the price is basically increasing to 65. Okay, Now let's understand about the okay, so just a minute, let me just remove the first. Okay, right now what is happening actually, now we got a price point where like 20 people have placed the order, and like 5 people are selling. Due to that, the price has increased. When the price is basically increasing to 65, what is happening, 30 people are coming to the market, so they are selling, they are willing to sell their share. Okay, and at this price point, only what I can say, 10 people are willing to buy the share. So sale is basically what? Sale is basically, you can say, supply, and B is basically, you can say, demand. Okay. So here what is happening? Supply is becoming more than the demand. So in such a case, what is happening? Supply is basically 30 and it is more than 10. So due to that, what is happening actually? The price has to decrease, because there are many people, there are many people are willing to sell the market or sell the share at this particular price point, and there are very less people who are willing to basically take this share at this price point. So due to that, what will happen actually, the price will decrease like anything. Why it will decrease? Because there are basically at 65 rupees, there are around 20 people or 30 people who are selling the share, and 10 people are only willing to buy the share. So due to that, what will happen actually, the price will decrease. Okay, so let's understand how it will look actually. So if you see here, the price will decrease and it will come and it will create a, what I can say, a stick type thing. It is basically called as the lower shadow level. So the price point is basically, you can say, 55. Okay, so let's understand what is happening after that. So take the example right now, what is happening, the price is basically sitting at around 55 rupees. So at 55 rupees, what will happen? At 55 rupees, 40 or 50 people are willing to buy the share, and you can say like 2 people are willing to sell the share. So this is basically, you can say, demand. This is basically, you can say, supply. So 50 is greater than 2. So here the demand is very high, you can greater than the 2 or greater than the supply. So due to that, what will happen, the price will increase like anything, because 50 people are willing to buy the share, but only 2 people are willing to sell the share. The price will increase like anything. So what will happen actually, the price will again go to like 70. Why it will go to 70? Because demand and supply mismatch. So what is happening, the demand is basically 50 shares, but 2 people are only willing to sell the share. So due to that, the price will increase like anything. It will go to like 70 rupees. Right now, let's understand what will happen after that. So let's assume as the price has increased drastically, it has gone to like 70, there will be plenty number of people who are willing to sell the share, and there will be very few people who are like willing to buy the share. Due to that, what will happen, let's assume that 20 people are basically buying the share, and 5 people are basically willing to sell the share. So what will happen actually here, the demand, whatever the demand is basically 20, it is greater than the supply, which is basically 5. So due to that, what will happen, the price will again decrease. Okay, the price will decrease. How much it will decrease? It has decreased to like 68 rupees. Now the candle is basically formed. This particular portion, whatever you are seeing here, in this like particular area, in this particular like candle. So let's remove that. So let's remove this particular price point. Okay, just a minute. Okay, so so here what is happening actually, by this only the candlestick is basically created. So this is called as the opening value, this is basically called as the closing price, and this is the high point, and this is the low point. So I hope all of you understand how the what I can say, candlestick is basically formed. So whenever the price is at this level, 60 level, what happened actually, a lot of demand came here and supply was not there. So due to that, what happened, the price like increased to like this level. After that, what happened actually, a lot of supply came here, a lot of people supply. So due to that, the price is basically stick to like 55 rupees. At 55 rupees, what happened, a lot of demand happened, So due to that, the price has gone to like 70 rupees. At 70 rupees, what happened, a lot of supply happened. Due to that, the price closed at around 68 rupees. So that's all about like candlestick, how the candlestick is basically formed. I hope like all of you understood. Okay, let's clean all the screen and let's go to the what I can say, green candle. I hope all of you understood what is basically the green candle, how the green candle is basically formed. Okay, so so let's come to the red candle. So red candle is basically the ulta of the green candle. As I told in the beginning or in the initial stage, red candle is basically the bearish candle. Bearish candle is basically what? Bearish candle is basically, you can see properly here, the closing price whatever you are seeing is less than the opening price. So that means the closing price whatever you are seeing, that is less than the opening price. So due to that, it is called as the bearish candle. Okay, so due to that, it is called as the bearish candle. So let's understand. Remember one thing: the high point and low point will be same as like what happened in case of bullish candle. So take the example what is happening here. So the stock on that particular time date, what happened actually? The stock opened at around like 456, but it closed at around like 435. So 435, whatever you are seeing, 435 is smaller than the what you can say 456. So otherwise closing price is smaller than the opening price. So due to that, what happened, the red candle is basically formed. Okay, and the high point on that particular date is 470 and low point is basically 420. So let's understand, what I can say, let's go to that like white page and let's understand how this candle is basically formed. So take the example of particular stock. A particular stock is basically open at this particular point. So the point is basically, you can say 100 rupees. So what happened at 100 rupees, there are like many number of sellers. So what happened, they started selling. So as they started selling, what will happen actually, the price will come down. The price will come down like anything. So once the price like achieve around 90 rupees, there are also plenty number of buyers came into the market. So they take this, as per them the price should not come like 90 rupees, it should come to like 120 rupees or 110 rupees. They take it to 110 rupees. So at this price point, what happened actually, many people again started selling. So many people started selling. So due to that, what happened is the price like gone like below the line like crazily. It come down like this. What it came around 85 rupees ko aa gaya. So at 85 rupees also, there are plenty number of buyer, like they want to buy the share. They don't want ki the price will fall below that. What happened, they take that share and they buy like up to like, you can say 88. So right now the candle is basically formed in this manner. So this particular portion, whatever you are seeing here, this particular portion is called as the body part. This is the lower shadow and this is the upper shadow. And high point is basically 110 rupees, lower point is like 85 rupees, and the closing price is 88 rupees and opening price is 100 rupees. So this is basically the candlestick or red candle, how the red candle is basically formed. Okay, I hope all of you understood. Okay, so here you can see clearly like a chart, like, or the chart for a particular time frame we have taken. So this entire chart is basically consisting of like two types of candles. One is called as your you can see clearly this particular portion, or what you are seeing, this is basically called as the green candle, and wherever the red candle you are seeing, the red candle. You can clearly see whenever the price is falling, the red candle is basically getting created. Whenever the price is basically increasing, like it is becoming a you can say green candle. And here also, if you want to understand that 4 to 5, how the 4 and 5 pointer basically are there, so you can clearly see this is the opening price, and this is also the lower price. Okay, this is the lower price. Same manner, this is the high price, this is the high price, and this is basically this particular portion is basically called the high price, and this particular portion is called as the closing price. Okay, same manner, if you want to analyze this particular chart, what happened actually, this is the low point, this is the high point, and this is basically the opening price, and this is basically the closing price. So in future we'll be discussing in detail, so how to analyze all this candlestick and how you can decide, how you can understand the price action by understanding this candlestick. This is basically introduction like video, so where we're basically discussing about the candlestick chart. I hope all of you have understood, and please subscribe to my channel, please support me, and please share this video with all of your friends and family members. Thank you so much. Have a good day. Bye bye.